It's Popples. Viral news and trending stories.
Stephen A. Smith said it on national television, what no one else was willing to say to LeBron James's face. This wasn't about stats. This wasn't about legacy rankings. This was personal. And what LeBron did next changed everything. March 2025, Los Angeles, courtside. During a Lakers game, LeBron walked directly toward Stephen A. Smith. The exchange was tense. According to reports, LeBron had one message: stop talking about my son. Not Michael Jordan, not championships, Bronny James. For weeks, Smith had questioned Bronny's place in the NBA. He argued the G League made more sense. He accused LeBron of forcing his son into a spotlight he hadn't earned. Smith later addressed the confrontation on air. He said he understood a father defending his child, but he insisted LeBron should have handled it privately. Then he made another claim. He said the moment felt staged. The cameras, the timing, even his ESPN contract news breaking the same week. Nothing turned physical, but the tension was real. LeBron responded on the Pat McAfee show. He said Smith missed the point. Criticize basketball all you want, just don't make it personal. Don't involve family. He accused Smith of turning the feud into content. Smith fired back. On First Take, he called LeBron a liar, said his criticism wasn't about Bronny, it was about LeBron's decisions as a father. Then came a long rant. Petty accusations, old grudges, even unrelated moments dragged into the spotlight. He later apologized for one claim, but the feud never cooled. Smith kept going. Podcasts, interviews, accusations of fake smiles and behind-the-scenes power plays. LeBron went silent. Analysts noticed. Smith kept talking. LeBron didn't respond. By late 2025, Smith openly said he didn't like LeBron, called him fake, even suggested LeBron confronts black media more aggressively than white critics. Public opinion split. Some saw a father protecting his family. Others saw fair basketball criticism. But everyone agreed on one thing. This feud was bigger than one moment. The real fuel wasn't Bronny. That was the spark. The gasoline was the GOAT debate. Stephen A. Smith has never wavered. For him, the greatest player of all time is Michael Jordan. 6 finals, 6 rings. No collapse like 2011. And to Smith, that difference explains everything.
You don't dislike me because I'm wrong. You dislike me because I say what I see. You're not Michael Jordan. You're not the GOAT. You collapsed on the biggest stage. 4 straight fourth quarters. One game, 4 points. Another, 0. With Jason Terry, with J.J. Barea. There's no excuse for that. Not to anyone who understands basketball.
Smith's criticism isn't vague. It's precise. He doesn't just say LeBron played badly. He breaks down the moments that mattered most. The fourth quarters, the scoring numbers, the matchups. Jason Terry, J.J. Barea, not elite defenders, not the kind of players meant to stop an all-time great. And yet, in those closing minutes, LeBron faded. Years later, those struggles remain hard to explain and impossible for Smith to ignore.
That was a choke job. You owned it. You recovered. From the moment LeBron won his first championship in Oklahoma City, everything changed. From there on, he elevated his career, built a real case in the GOAT conversation. But that case doesn't start clean. It carries what came before.
This is where Smith's argument turns more nuanced than most critics admit. He doesn't deny LeBron's greatness. He doesn't claim 2011 erased an entire career. He says LeBron overcame it. He says from 2012 on, LeBron built a real case in the GOAT debate. But Smith refuses to erase 2011. Those 4 fourth quarters, in his view, are permanent. They belong to the record, and they matter when LeBron is measured against Jordan. For Smith, the comparison goes deeper than finals wins. He points to Jordan's peak dominance. 10 scoring titles, the highest scoring average in NBA history, 9 all-defensive first-team selections, and a Defensive Player of the Year award. Jordan wasn't just unstoppable on offense. He was elite on defense, locking down guards while carrying the Bulls on his back.
Michael Jordan averaged 30 points a game 10 times, played all 82 games 9 times, 9-time all-defensive first team, Defensive Player of the Year, 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs. And while LeBron is still chasing deep into his 22nd, 23rd season, for Smith, the answer is already clear. In his estimation, the GOAT debate is settled.
Smith gives LeBron his respect. At 22, even 23 seasons in, LeBron is still elite. That kind of longevity is unprecedented. Records once thought untouchable are gone. All-time leading scorer. More All-NBA selections than anyone in history. The only player ever with 40,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists. But for Smith, longevity isn't the argument. Peak is. He believes Jordan's peak was higher, that Jordan's killer instinct in the biggest moments was something LeBron never matched consistently. And, in Smith's view, Jordan didn't need super teams to win championships.
I never saw Michael Jordan do that. I didn't see him join Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. I didn't see Anthony Davis. Before that, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. I didn't see it. And that matters.
Team building. That's the core of Smith's argument. Jordan? 6 championships. All with the Bulls. The team that drafted him. He didn't chase stars. He let the Bulls grow around him. Scottie Pippen became a Hall of Famer. Role players like Dennis Rodman stepped up. Jordan built greatness from within. LeBron? A different story. He left Cleveland in 2010 to join Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami. Returned to Cleveland with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. Then the Lakers, Anthony Davis by his side. For Smith, the difference is clear. Jordan built teams. LeBron joined them.
So that's my definition of the GOAT. Most NBA fans would agree. If you want to disagree, fine. If you want to pretend, fine. Because this is an incredibly influential figure. Someone people believe they can benefit from. He's successful, connected, knowledgeable, able to open doors, influence careers. And that power? It shapes the conversation around him.
Stephen A. Smith said what nobody else would. On national television, he took aim at LeBron James, not for stats, not for championships, but for something far more personal. And what LeBron did next changed everything. In March 2025, courtside at a Lakers game, LeBron James approached Smith directly. Heated words were exchanged. LeBron demanded Smith stop criticizing his son, Bronny. Weeks of media scrutiny, relentless commentary about Bronny's place in the NBA had pushed him to the edge. Smith defended his critique on air. He said LeBron could have called privately, that approaching him in front of cameras felt staged. But Smith also admitted LeBron acted like a parent, not a player. The fallout didn't stop there. LeBron went on the Pat McAfee show. He welcomed criticism of his game, but not attacks on his family. Smith fired back on First Take, calling LeBron a liar, petty, obsessed with his legacy, and frustrated that Smith refused to declare him the GOAT over Jordan. Smith revisited unrelated issues, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, but doubled down on his core point. Bronny was in the NBA because of LeBron, not because he was ready. The Bronny controversy wasn't isolated. History is full of sons benefiting from fathers in the league. Thanasis Antetokounmpo with Giannis, Austin Rivers with Doc, Chris Smith with JR, all cases where family influence superseded merit. But Bronny's case was amplified. He was LeBron James's son, sharing the court with arguably the most powerful player in the league. Smith argued it wasn't personal. It was about decisions, legacy, and the pressures of nepotism. LeBron saw it differently. To him, this crossed the line, and he confronted it head-on. The March confrontation didn't come from nowhere. Smith's tension with LeBron stretches back over a decade. The 2010 decision shocked Cleveland and made LeBron a villain. Smith criticized him then. He criticized LeBron's 2011 finals collapse against Dallas. Terms like choke job became permanent. LeBron eventually rebounded, winning multiple championships, including delivering Cleveland's first major title in decades and adding a Lakers ring in 2020. Smith acknowledged LeBron's greatness post-2012, but refused to ignore 2011. Those 4 fourth quarters mattered. Jordan's perfect finals record, 6 championships, 9 all-defense selections, and peak dominance. These were benchmarks Smith insisted LeBron had not matched. Smith accused LeBron of a dual nature, public charm, private vindictiveness. He claimed LeBron had tried to influence his career, even attempting to get him fired from ESPN. LeBron's response historically? Silence. His policy was clear: ignore critics to avoid elevating them. Until March 2025. By confronting Smith, LeBron broke his rule. The act was personal, deliberate, and attention-grabbing. Smith used the incident to prove LeBron was sensitive to criticism, particularly when it involved family. At the core is the GOAT debate. Smith has never wavered. Jordan is the standard. LeBron, while extraordinary, needed super teams to secure championships, struggled in key moments like 2011, and for Smith, lacked Jordan's killer instinct. Longevity is not peak dominance. Smith argued many who praise LeBron in public do so for influence, access, or professional gain, not conviction. Public opinion is split. LeBron supporters see a father defending his son. Smith supporters see fair critique. Both sides gained media attention, ratings, and relevance. The feud dominates headlines, social media, and basketball conversations. As 2025 closes, there is no reconciliation. Smith openly admits he doesn't like LeBron. LeBron has stayed silent publicly, but has made clear family criticism is off limits. Both remain central figures in basketball, their paths destined to collide, the feud simmering beneath every headline, every game, every debate. What started as a disagreement over basketball legacy has evolved into a deeply personal clash. Statistics, championships, and records matter, but so do influence, power, and control over the narrative. The Bronny controversy was the spark, the GOAT debate the gasoline, and neither Smith nor LeBron show signs of slowing down. In the world of basketball, this is more than a feud. It's a story about legacy, authority, and what happens when personal lines are crossed.